Hey guys, it's Richard, and if you logged in on Friday into the Combat Beta, you might have noticed that they have this new thing called the Combat Academy. You get this little notification on the screen that I'm just showing up right now. Now, it was really kind of unannounced. Like I heard about it from behind the scenes. Like I read about it, and I said like sort of right down the bottom of the page that this Combat Academy thing was coming out. So I just assumed that it was the sort of thing that would be coming in like end of November, like maybe like the final week of November, maybe the week before. But like I think was it 1 or 2 days after the behind the scenes was announced, and then suddenly this Combat Academy was already there, and it was really unannounced. It just sort of appeared, and no one really knew about it. And then I only saw it by going onto the homepage because I use the RuneScape client. I never really notice that any like news has come up. I try to do my best to keep up, and so I was like, this seems a bit sort of insignificant. No one really made a big thing about this. But then I logged in and I thought I'd try it out. And it is actually really useful. If you're not really sure about how the evolution of combat works, then it is actually really beneficial to do this tutorial. Like, I personally didn't really enjoy the combat beta because I didn't know what I was doing. So this Combat Academy was really useful. It's still a little bit confusing to me because there's so many abilities. I don't know which ones are good. I don't know when to use, like whether to use thresholds or whether to wait all the way until I've got an ultimate. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's the sort of thing that confuses me considerably. But it's definitely very useful for you all. But the actual thing was kind of glitched. The audio was really messed up in the Combat Academy. I would just be in the middle of like listening to like, this Lady Deathnail person, and then all of a sudden I'd randomly like go on to the next chat option, and it would be completely muted. Like she wouldn't say anything. And I've noticed that in quite a few areas of the evolution of combat. Like the other day I was just like messing around at lesser demons, and then like I'd get all the audio and everything, and then all of a sudden it would just stop, like complete silence. It's like it did on, if anyone played Battlefield 3, it's exactly the same as that, and it's really kind of eerie almost and weird, and that's one thing that definitely needs to be fixed. Now after this evolution of Combat Academy, they've had a lot of feedback, and ModMark has actually said that they don't think it's going to be released this year because it's definitely incomplete. Like a lot of people don't like it how it is, so they need to do a lot of changes before a lot of the players in RS actually kind of understand how it works properly and will actually like enjoy using it, because at the moment it's a lot less powerful than the current combat system. Like you'll think like, oh yeah, these ultimate abilities, it makes you look really powerful, but it makes you feel a lot less powerful because you have to constantly be spamming abilities, and even then for half the time they're not even doing anywhere near as enough damage as you would expect. So they definitely need to change that. But now onto the important thing, rewards. If you do the whole of the Combat Academy, which it doesn't, there are different ranks that you get for completing each chapter, and you don't have to get the top rank to do it. You just have to complete the Combat Academy. And then you get this little mini survey at the end where they ask like, what do you think of the current combat system? What do you think of the new combat system? Like what sort of player are you? What level are you? All that sort of stuff. And I think it might be really useful to see how it all goes down, and like they will be able to get some positive feedback from that. But if you look at the latest YouTube video that RuneScape have actually announced, they've got a lot of stick for the evolution of combat. Now, I know normally the views they get about like a sort of a 50-50, maybe sometimes even as high as like 70% like to dislike ratio. But this one it's down like I think only about 30% of people have liked it. And if you look at the top comment, it's someone complaining like, look, this is just outrageous. Like he's done it really maturely, this guy. He said, look, this is outrageous. The evolution of combat is just stupid. No one likes it. Listen to us. Don't change it. And it's got over 1,500 thumbs up, that comment. It's just, come on, people, realize that this is not what people want. But it'll probably still go ahead because Jagex probably don't actually care. They want to introduce new players. Anyway, so I got a bit off topic there. I was talking about the rewards. If you complete all of that stuff, you get an XP lamp, they said. And on the behind the scenes, it said generous. I don't know if this means if it's going to be like the promissory note, but I've heard rumours that it's like around 100k, maybe a bit more. So it would be nice to receive and a nice bit of XP boost, especially for the slower skills. Like mine's probably going on agility. But yeah, so definitely do it if you're a bit confused about the evolution of combat. And if you want to get your opinion heard, then do the survey. Say you don't like it. Say that you do like it. What you'd like changed. And if you provide positive feedback, they will take your opinions into account. I know people like to think, oh, we're all unheard, but you'd be surprised actually of like the amount of things they take into consideration. Anyway, nice quick video just talking about the Combat Academy and the sort of potential rewards you could get from it. Now, the XP lamp isn't available until 19th of November, so you've got to wait a good 2 weeks until you can get that. But definitely worth doing. I think you should consider it, and get your feedback heard. So I'll see you guys all in the next video.